Hi there, I'm Budda and you're watching Dr. Guitar, a show for all you guitarists out there. In today's episode, I'm showing you my new Knaggs Choptank guitar. This is a very special guitar and I've been waiting for it for a long time. I have another Choptank, which is my main and favorite guitar of all times. It's serial number 48, so it's super. It's one of the first that Joe Knaggs did, and it's still to this day my favorite guitar of all times. The neck is incredible, the tuning is incredible, the tone is super unbelievable, and it is a friend already, and super well played in. I've done a lot of records with this guitar and a lot of shows with this guitar, and whenever I broke a string with this guitar, I had to change to usually a Strat or a Tele. And although they are good guitars and great guitars too, they don't come even closer to what the Choptank can do. So it was always a depressing moment when I break a string in a show and I had to change for another guitar. The neck was different, the tone was different, the vibe was different, and I was always trying to get I was always adapting and trying to redo my tone during the gig, which is a pain in the ass. So I finally ordered a second Knaggs, and I wanted a replacement for that one. So if I break a string, I go to a similar guitar. But I didn't want it to just since I already have one, I found it a little stupid to have two exactly same guitars. I don't have that kind of money. So I ordered one with tremolo and maple neck just to change things a little, but not that much. And it is exactly how it is. It is super close to my other Knaggs, although this is new, and I think it's getting better and better while I play it, and I've been playing it. I did probably 15 shows with it, and it's getting better. The finish on the neck was a little too stiff for me, probably because it's maple and it's polished, so it stuck me, and it is not perfect yet, but the tremolo, the tuning, the tone is incredible. The wood in the body is ash, as in my other Choptank. The neck is rock maple, and the fretboard is maple too, while my other Choptank is rosewood. The pickguard is ivorized maple. It doesn't have a difference in tone, but it is ivorized maple. Pickups are exactly the same. Lindy Fralin Blues Special, my favorite single coil pickups, but the wiring is a little different on this one. So what I have set in the wiring, and I'll show you, I'll explain to you the wiring of the guitar, and then I'll show you the tone. So I have in the bottom tone, which is the bridge tone. So regularly it is volume, tone for the bridge and neck, for the middle and neck, and here is a tone just for the bridge. Regular Strat, modern Strat configuration. But I have a push here in the bridge tone, which turns it into a Lindy Fralin blender. What does this blender does? If it is on 10, it does nothing. If it is, while you scroll it down to 1, it blends the other pickup, the other extreme pickup. So if you are in the bridge position and you use it on one, you're blending both pickups the same, in the same proportion. If you are in the bridge selection or in the neck selection, it's the same. Things change when you're not at the extreme low setting of the tone control, of the blend control in this case. So if you are, for example, on 5, you are blending a little bit, kind of 75% of the bridge pickup and 25% of the neck. But if you change it to the net, you reverse it. So it's 75 of the neck, 25 of the bridge. So this gives you 2 different combinations of the pickup in by the pickup selections, but a lot of different combinations via the blend thing. And then on the other tone, I have a push, which turns the bridge pickup out of phase for my Albert King out of phase tones. So let's just play through it, and I'll show you the neck, the middle, and the bridge settings, and then the blending settings. We are playing through my trusty Royal Atlantic Mesa Boogie, the clean channel with a little reverb, and I have the ACRC exotic pedal, the Osnoy series, as a booster, so I can use it as a drive. I don't like the Royal Atlantic drive for the bluesy stuff. I think it's too heavy for me, so that's why I'm plugging in into the pedal. So clean, here it is, neck. Yeah, so we went through all the combinations, or almost all. We missed one. So I changed a little bit the height of the pickups as I usually do. My bridge pickup is the highest I can get it without sounding fake, and then they go this way. I like it this way. I like the bridge to be a little warmer because it's my boost tone, and I like the neck to be really low down into the guitar because you hear a lot more of the guitar and it's not as boomy or as bright. And then with the middle being a little higher, it makes the fourth position, so the neck and bridge, a little brighter, which I like it too. And with the neck, you have that in between sweat tone perfectly. The blender, as you can see, if I have it all the way, I have both pickups on. Sometimes it can be a little too bright, especially because of these are Strat pickups. On the Tele, when you combine both pickups, the neck is a lot warmer than a Strat pickup, a Strat neck pickup, and the bridge has a lot more mid-range, so it's not as thin as in a Strat. If it gets a little too brittle, in my other necks I have only a push that connects both pickups, and that's it. I don't have a blender. So the thing I can do is to turn off a little bit of the tone instead of. Okay. With this guitar I can change the amount of the bridge pickup that is in the equation, so I can use like on 4 or on 3, is opposite to 1, and listen without the pickup. It's a little difference, but it is a difference. The other great thing is when I engage the out of phase on the bridge pickup, if I have it all set for both pickups equally in the same proportion, I have this tone. Let me turn on the boost. But I can change the proportion of both pickups into the out of phase equation. So if I bring the neck a little bit more into the equation, I get a little less bottom end scoop, and I get a little more bottom end. So. And the same thing, if I change it to the bridge pickup, I'm now introducing a lot more of the bridge pickup, so it's getting brighter. So this is completely the most I can get it out of phase. And more bridge pickup. So it's subtle, but it's great. I'm loving it. And I have also another out of phase, which is combining the bridge pickup with the middle pickup. And for that, I just need to have the bridge out of phase and get the middle in the equation, so the second position. Neck and bridge out of phase. Bridge and middle out of phase. Another great story about it is when it came up, it went to the custom office through airplane from the US to Portugal, as did my first one. I opened the case and it is in tune. Not in tune by itself, but in tune on 440, A440, so perfectly in tune. Last gig, I broke a string. I broke the B string. Today, just right before shooting the episode, I changed the string. Of course, when you break a string in a tremolo guitar, it goes completely out of tune. That's why I've been away from tremolo guitars for a long time. Now I'm having an addiction to tremolo guitars, but that's a different story. I broke a string, it goes completely out of tune. Today, I changed the string. The moment I've tuned the B string, all guitar is in tune again. So it's super reliable, super as Knaggs guitars are. It's my favorite guitar brand, my favorite guitar definitely, and I'm loving the vibrato. So Joe Knaggs has put me locking tuners, so the guitar stays in tune perfectly, and it has a graffiti. I don't know how you say it in English. Graffiti nut, so it is auto loop, and it's wonderful. So these are new strings. I'm playing it for the first time. Oh, it also has a treble bleed that I like, that I really love. So on 6. Really, really digging this guitar. And the tone is also good. The tone values are amazing. And on the bridge pickup, the tone values are perfect because they allow you to just dial in the perfect amount of cutting on the tremolo, which makes the bridge a little fatter, but not completely like usually bridge tone pickups, tone pots do this. Why do you ever want a bridge pickup to sound like this? There is probably an application. I just don't get it. You have the neck to do this, but it is great to have the bridge pickup with this kind of bite. But if you want it a little warmer, just cut the tone until you get it. Instead of yeah, I love it. And I'm really thankful to Joe Knaggs and Peter Wolf for getting this guitar into my hands and building it to me. Joe signed it off to me, and this is number 273 serial number. So it is 200 and something over my first Knaggs. I'm really in love. I'm playing it more and more and more, and it's getting better and better and better. I'm just not sure if I will keep the gloss finish on the fretboard because it's sticking to a little too much for my taste, but it is perfect. When you do a vibrato with your strings, the frets are unbelievably well dressed. The tremolo works super fucking greatly amazing. I have no words to describe how I love these guitars, my two Knaggs. And I'm really happy. And on the last gig, as I told you, I broke a string on the tremolo version on this Knaggs, and I changed to this Knaggs. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't depressed. I was really happy with a smile on my face, like, oh yeah, I'm still playing the same guitar, just with new strings. Well, that's it. I hope you have liked the show. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's super important. It's your way of showing support to the show, and your way to say to let me know that you like the show and you want me to continue. I'll probably do a comparison between my two necks because they are super similar. They are the same shape, the same woods, type of woods, the same pickups, same electronics. If you don't use the special things, they just changed the tremolo and the fretboard wood. That is rosewood. This is maple. So I'll probably do a comparison between two, so you can understand what difference there is between maple neck, rosewood neck, and stop tail bridge and tremolo bridge. Thank you so much. We'll see each other next week. Bye bye.